for joining me today for Women to Women, Daughters of the King. Been looking forward to getting in the Word with you today. There's been a lot of books written that are about the secret to someone's success. And there's a lot of good books out there. We can get some great pointers out of them. But there's a woman in the Bible that I like the secret of her success. And this lady, her name is Mary. She also has a sister named Martha. We find a time here in John chapter 11 or chapter 12 that Jesus was at Mary and Martha's house. And Jesus was sitting and he was teaching, and Martha was very busy in the kitchen preparing food. Mary, she sat herself at the feet of Jesus to be as close to him as she could and to hear him speak. And Martha got a little annoyed with her and told Jesus, she needs to be helping me. And Jesus, he said, oh, Martha, Martha, you're so busy about many things. And he says, there's one thing that's needful, and Mary, she chose it. She chose the best part, and that'll not be taken away from her. I've held on to that as a promise for myself. I've chosen the best part. That's to sit at the feet of Jesus and to hear his voice. And my promise is that'll never be taken from me. And Mary, this was her practice through the good times and the bad times. She faced a challenge in her life, probably one of the greatest challenges she faced. And her brother, who was near and dear to her, had taken sick and passed away. And Jesus, he came back to Mary and Martha's town. Now Mary, who is a server, who is busy, made sure she was there to greet Jesus. Now there are things to do. Please don't get me wrong. There are things that we're to do. But Mary, where was she? She was sitting still at the house. I bet she was sitting where she always sat at the feet of Jesus, and she was waiting on him. And when Martha came to let Mary know that Jesus was there, she rose up quickly and she ran to Jesus. Well, of course, we know Jesus, he raised Lazarus from the dead. We find in the next chapter from Lazarus' resurrection that Jesus is at Martha and Mary's house again. Jesus is sitting at the table. Lazarus is sitting there with him. Martha, she's serving. She's cooking. But Mary, what does she do? She had taken this ointment and she had brought this ointment to anoint Jesus with. And the odor of her worship just filled the house. Now, of course, the disciples, they got a little annoyed with her. But Jesus said she had chose a good thing. And child of God, I want to encourage you. Women of God, I want to encourage you. Choose the best part. That's the needful part. The secret to Mary's success is through the good times and the bad times. She was always at the feet of Jesus. That took her back in to the good times. And we can learn from that. I love you. I look forward to being with you again next Saturday.